Hey basketball players, today I am going to be breaking down a future NBA draft pick coming this year, which is Aaron Nesmith, and of course, he is one of the premier shooters in this year's NBA draft, and that is why we are breaking down his shooting form. Let's get down and let's check him out. So this first clip is a bit blurry, but the rest are not. What we are looking at here is his feet, and as we can see, both of his feet are pointing towards that rim, and same as his knees. This is very important. We also see that his shoulders are in line with his toes, but his knees are farther forward than his toes. But this is because he just finished doing a quick step back, and that is why. In a regular shot, we will see that his shoulders do come in line with his toes and that they are not off like they are here. So I was mentioning his shoulders are in line with his knees and they are in line with his toes. So now when he goes up for his shot, his knees as well as his hips and his shoulders are both square towards the basket, which is very important. The reason why this is important is because now you are going to have a squared up body towards the rim, and that's going to help with accuracy as long as that elbow is in line with that shoulder and that is in line with the rim itself. You are going to have a very straight shot. We also see that his elbow is slightly under the ball. However, the ball is here. His set point is above his right eye, and that his offhand is more on top of the ball than we normally see from a very good high percentage shooter. Usually that hand is on this side of the ball and the ball is a little bit more towards the side of the head. But we do see that his set point is roughly above his right eye in front of his forehead, and then his forearm and his upper arm are not at a perfect 90-degree angle. So at a 90-degree angle, you generally have a faster release, but that's not always the case. Aaron Nesmith is able to shoot over many different defenders. I personally think that the reason why his elbow splays out the way it does is because when he shoots that ball, he is usually moving towards his right side. And the reason why that works is that he does slightly drift slightly towards that side, his right side, in his shot. And that's why I think that his elbow splays out, and that generally compensates for the moving in that direction so that now his shot goes perfectly straight into the basket. Now, from there really quickly, if we can break down his shot right here, his knees, when he's at a three-point shot, do tend to come together, but a lot of players have this happen to them. They sometimes get more power from doing that. So most of the time, we don't usually look at that to change anything about the knees unless they're pointing off somewhere else. And then that's when we start really worrying about stuff like that. We also see that his right foot is in front of his left, which is good because that's going to give him more power on his shot, but also a more accurate shot. When he starts going up for his shot, he does bring his right elbow in at that point before he releases that ball, which is another reason why I think that that splayed elbow doesn't necessarily mean anything horrible. Let's keep in mind, Aaron Nesmith shot 52% from the three-point line in college, and he was shooting over 8 threes per game, which then translates into 4 made threes, essentially every single game. That alone is 12 points right there. he could be a very strong impact player for any NBA team today. That is why I think he's going to be going a lot higher in the draft than what some of these draft analysts are saying, because every single team is looking for a knockdown, deadly three-point shooter, and I personally think that he could be one of the best three-point shooters ever in the NBA in the future. I hope that you have enjoyed today's breakdown. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.